Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, welcome. I'm Martin, and on my YouTube channel, Camping with Sasquatch, I upload videos mostly on the topic of Sasquatch. Some are exploring, looking for structures, the occasional interview, and some include audio recordings. I tent camp full-time and have become fascinated with the subject of Sasquatch, or Bigfoot. In this video, it is not in chronological order. I explored some areas in northern South Carolina with recent Sasquatch reports, then camped in the area a few weeks later and recorded audio through the night. Before going to sleep, I didn't hear much. I did hear a few faint footsteps, but that was about it. But I was surprised by all the sounds on the recording. It wasn't like a crazy night, but there were quite a few interesting sounds, I thought. Was I visited by Sasquatch? I can't say for sure, but it did have me wondering. First is the camping trip, recording, and then the exploring I did a few weeks prior. Alright, some pretty cool scenery. I got a little bit lost, but I'm heading to a campground. Well, I'm definitely out in it. It's nice and dark, the sun is just going down. I'm hoping to have a tiny bit of light. So fingers crossed. If I don't like this place, I don't know what I'll do, so hopefully this works out. Anyways, so we're going down a dirt road, and it looks like we have just about a full moon. Pretty cool so far. So now I'm just gonna try to find the campground, wherever that is. Look at that moon though. Wow. Definitely an interesting area. These places I picked have actually recent reports within the last couple of years all around. That's one reason I'm picking them and trying to pick places that are off grid, and just hope to hear some cool stuff. Whatever else. Alright, so I think we're just about there. Not gonna have much light, but I got lights I can use. I have a real simple setup. No big deal. But wow, this is pretty cool. Look at this. Alright, so before I shut off the lights, just wanted to have a look at this really quick. Can't really see very well. There's a few campers around. It's like a circle, so I don't want to keep the lights on too long. But here we go. Pretty cool spot. I'm kind of tucked away in a corner here. You can sort of see the campsite with my taillights there. I'm gonna just throw the tent up here and maybe chill on one of these rocks for a bit. That is about it. Let's see what happens. As you can tell, there's a creek running a little ways away. I actually kind of like the fact that I'm not right on it. It's a nice sound, but not too loud. But yeah, I'm pointing up at the sky, obviously, and I'm loving this. This is perfect. Pretty far off the beaten path, and there are the South Carolina mountains around me, or at least pretty close. I don't know if they're all around, but I think I'm pretty much in the mountains. There's the moon coming back out. It's very quiet, apart from some really faint footsteps I can hear, actually in the direction I'm facing the camera right now. It's hard to tell. just see the sky. I don't think we can see the campsite. Now I'm looking down. Nope. There we go. Can just barely hear some movement right now. Can't see what it is. It is so quiet otherwise as far as wildlife and stuff. Alright, well I was just thinking about Barb's recent video. There we go. And I'm just gonna scan right here. I did the same thing she did, and I said, I'm about to film, so I'm not trying to catch anyone by surprise. But if anyone would like to show me their incredible glowing eyes, or anything like that, make a sound, I'd love that. So I'm kind of panning back and forth with the camera. I can't see a thing, but you never know. I don't often do stuff like this, but after seeing Barb's video, I thought it sounded fun. So I'll have a look at this after, and I can't see anything on the screen, so. And the moon, right there. Here's the recording, which is about 7 minutes condensed from 8 hours. There was only my tent, my car, and trees around me. I heard a few sounds I think were taps, etc. on my car, which is where the mic was. All right, so I think I got something wrong with my lens, which is why it's showing like a reflection. But I just finished just having a quick look around this one area in South Carolina. So I found quite a bit of interesting possible structures. Really cool. Very similar to stuff I found in other areas. The only difference down here is that there wouldn't be any snow load to cause the arches. I've never really thought that that's what it was, but a lot of people wonder, like, is it just snow? And they're down here too. But I've also found a bunch in Florida and stuff, so that was fun. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully you enjoy just having a little look around this little trail that I found that was near a sighting in the last couple of years. All right, so today I'm going through South Carolina, and I wanted to go have a look in an area where there'd been a recent sighting, and I went nearby there, and there's a lot of private property and residential stuff, so I went and just found a park that I can just have a look through and see if I find anything cool. It's probably within a mile, crow's flight, from where the Bigfoot mapping project showed that sighting was. Kind of swampy over here. I'm probably far enough south for alligators. Yeah, so I'm in like a park area, but I figured it's not like you're only gonna see stuff right where the sighting was. Some dirty looking water, or muddy. Yeah, I just thought it would be fun to check out another area in a different state. That almost looks like an arch right there. Right there. That's cool. But I got over to my right. There's actually a lake just a little ways down. I started there, but then I saw that there was just some little trails, so I figured I would just do a trail walk, enjoy some weather, see what I find. Looks like there's some rocks up there. One thing I'm noticing, I never really been through South Carolina too much, but it gets pretty hilly when you start getting north. Tons and tons of trees, so I'm not surprised if there's activity in those areas. It's kind of odd. It's kind of wrapped around the other one there. And this root ball just up out of the ground. That's kind of cool. Nice nature sounds. And I'm also noticing these rocks up here, up this little hill. I'm sure once the leaves come back, you're not going to be able to see through there at all. You can kind of see a hill up through there. Pretty big river. That's kind of cool looking. pretty similar looking right here anyways to the Midwest, just the trees, and it's not too flat, huh? Looking at that limb that's just horizontal up there. And there's one that's just, what's that? It's just one right there, just hanging out. I don't even know how that could be stuck there. Those are definitely things I've seen a few times. A broken tree right there, it looks like, maybe. That's definitely a broken tree right there. And as you can hear, I'm not too far from the road. Interesting looking here, a few things. Like all that around that tree, with that going through the tree there. It's sort of like an arch coming up right here. And then there's a big limb with the heavy side up, just leaning right there in the middle. Another branch or limb just hanging out there, and see another one up there. You can see that. Oh, there's looks like a couple arches right here. Nice. One straight ahead there. And you can see one right there. That's so cool. A little bit close to the road here, but there's still some cool stuff to look at. And here's one like right here. So cool. Is that, and actually kind of in the behind this one, something else that kind of looks bent like that. I don't think they're getting a snow load down here in South Carolina. Interesting looking there. Just the way that that's leaning up like that. It's sort of bent over, it looks like. There's another one of these. It's like arched branch right through there, and then that one bent over. I wonder if it's hooked underneath this. Yep. It's under that. That's cool. And then there's this branch that's just hanging out in there. That one. Look at that. That's funky. And there's like a couple tucked into this tree right here. And that one, this right here is like bent, just like this. That one. And then that limb just right through those. And that one. There's more than one that are all through this couple trees here. Nothing really jumped out at me, but as I look, there's definitely some Interesting stuff. Kind of like an X right there. And then another arched tree right there. More stuff here. That limb that's just up there hanging out, and a couple that kind of look a little bit arched. So yeah, I'm not really looking to prove anything, even that Sasquatch did these or anything. I just love to explore. But this is getting pretty cool looking here. Oh, there's a nice arch through there. I gotta look at that. But wow. Look at this. Look at that arch right there. Holy crap. Then there's those. You see those? There's that arch. And then there's another one right there. Wow, this is pretty freaking cool right here. Look how this is going through. And that's kind of, this branch is sort of hooked into this. Or it's touching it and then it goes down and I'm seeing all kinds of stuff here as I just move around from different angles. Like just that whole bunch right here. There's like three, just a bunch of trees all meeting up right there. And right across there's that broken one. There's an amazing arch right through there I want to look at. All this is just pretty cool. Huge arch right there. There's a highway right behind me. But I wanted to go, wow, there's another one. So there's that one. That one. Right there. And then there's a broken tree right behind it. There's a lot going on. And then, wow. Wow, I'm not disappointed by South Carolina. So the arch in the distance that man, I don't know if it was that one or one of those two. There's one right in front of me. There's a whole bunch of them. I can say that as I was walking through earlier, I wasn't seeing anything. Look at that. Wow. So there's that huge one. There's that one. That's the one I think I could see. But then there's also that one. A whole bunch of them. Just basically two right there. And it's funny from this angle, you look through and you don't see much, but then you just go like over there and look this way and it looks totally different. One of the, this one's just kind of bent, but then underneath, there's a lot going on if you take a close look at this. It looks placed together to me. It doesn't look like a bunch of random stuff just falling. But hey, if that's what you see, that's cool. Here's another one. I'm noticing that nice arch right in the middle of it. And there's one limb, two, and they cross there, and then a third one there. The arch, another one there, another one there. All kind of parallel with each other. And then that is underneath that one. To me, it looks almost artistic. Man. So yeah, it was just all through there. It's not as obvious from right here. And then I'm seeing a bunch more stuff here. And then if I look over this way, I don't see anything. Really. Nothing that stands out. Like this stuff here. All through there. Just a lot going on there. There's those. It's a bit of an X through there, kind of one going that way, one going that way, if you can see it. There. Well, there's definitely a lot. There's another arch through there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm kind of moving, and then there's the limb that's just hanging out up there. Very cool. Alright, well, I figured I'd try to capture a little of the scenery on the way. I'm up in northwestern South Carolina now, and in the distance you can barely make out some mountains. I could see them driving up. There's not a lot of pull-offs where I could stop and take a look, so you can just see I'm actually going to be heading that way. Can't really see the way I'm going. All right, so I think on like the edge of the mountains in South Carolina, and I'm just heading up on the way to where, according to the Bigfoot Mapping Project, there was a sighting. So I'm just looking around. It's pretty cool around here. Very interesting looking. It's almost like an arch right there. Saw lots of stuff driving along. Just couldn't really stop and look at it. Beautiful. Nice day, blue sky. Alright, just having a look around. According to the map, I am coming up to pretty close to the sighting location. So cool just having a look around areas like this where people said they had experiences. All right, well, this is about exactly where it was, really close, and that sure is interesting looking. What it looks like across the road Almost looks like a huge arch right there. Pretty quiet again. There's a broken tree straight ahead right there. Yeah, I just really wanted to just come take a look and see what the area looked like. Check out another spot that has reported activity. Broken tree right there. Oh, there's like a nice arch. Didn't even see that. That's a beauty. Just want to hang out here. Yeah, I think that's about it. Maybe another arch right down through there. I'm gonna start heading back a little bit north towards the Midwest. Something down there like going across. So, hopefully you enjoyed checking out a spot with me. I think that will do it. I mean, I might show some stuff on the way back, like mountains or whatever, if I see anything cool like that. But that is about it. Had to come and check out another area